Hey, I was just down at Magnaflow, and in their lobby are two vehicles that I had a little bit to do with. One is the Revolver, and the second one, a lot more to do with, is the C28, which is my personal pickup. And the reason I call it the C28 is it's all about the motor. Now, I had a friend of mine that heard that I had a ZR1 Corvette motor. He called me and asked me if that was true, and I said yes. He wanted to know if he could buy it, and I said sure. So I sold it to him. And I delivered it to him, and he says, would you like this small block? And I said, you don't want it? He says, no. So I picked it up, put it in the back of the truck, and I thought I'll just figure out what it is. And when I got back here to the shop, I ran the numbers, and it happened to be a real 67 Z28 Camaro motor, which there were only 600, I believe 636 of those blocks ever made. And you know, the first thing that comes to mind is, got to find a Camaro and put that motor in it, and you got a real 67 Z28 Camaro motor. But then I thought, what if I put it in a truck and I had, you know, and if the theme of the truck was, what if Chevrolet put it in a truck and they actually had a sport truck in 1967? So I put the motor in this truck that I had found and called it the C28 rather than the C10. This is the original drawing. Now, when I first finished the truck, I put the Rally Sport wheels on it, or the Rally wheels on it, but then I quickly changed it to a one-off set that we had made for the truck. But the whole theme of the truck, like I said, originally I wasn't even going to repaint the truck. I found an original paint truck, and I wanted to make it look like I had a barn find of an original 67 C28 Chevrolet truck. And we ended up going a little overboard because I was working with 3M at the time, and they asked me to do a build. We did an 8 series video episodes on it, and we built the truck using all 3M products and even the plastic spray gun that they have. But I'm the proud owner of that truck now, and it sits in Magnaflow's lobby right next to the Revolver. This truck I didn't have a lot to do with, but Richard Wadis, who was building the truck for Magnaflow, told me about this whole turret system on the back with the different mufflers on it. They wanted to do exhaust cutouts that would change the exhaust from the truck to run through the turret, and you could rotate and hear the sounds of the different exhaust, you know, mufflers that they had. And asked me if I would design the wheels. I designed the wheels, and Mike Curtis from Curtis Speed, he built the wheels for the truck. It's a great looking truck, and sits in the lobby next to the C28, and it was a pleasure to go down there and see those again. On the C28, there are several changes that I made to the truck, and they were all what I had in mind from the initial design, because what I wanted was something that looked like General Motors could have built this truck. And if I were going to blend a Z28 Camaro with a C10 pickup, of course I would use the Camaro style bumpers, and I wanted the truck was originally white with the orange interior. I wanted to keep that because to me it said Camaro, but I wanted to use the houndstooth interior, so the black and orange houndstooth. And I wanted the engine compartment, when you open that hood, to look exactly like a stock Z28 Camaro. So everything on that motor was bone stock and just looked like, you know, a time capsule from 1967. And when you open the glove box, I didn't have the idea initially, but when I got into the build, when you open the glove box, there's a paper, basically information piece that's glued to the glove box that has all of the options for the truck. Well, we photographed that and then recreated one in the computer, printed it, and put it on the glove box door again. But this one has all the C28 options, which was a Hotchkiss suspension, which didn't exist back then, but we went ahead and put it on there because I wanted the truck to sit low. And then the bumpers, of course, the interior, the engine, everything that we did to the truck that changed it from being stock was actually on that information piece of paper glued to the glove box. There's one detail on this truck that, to me, it means more to me than anybody else that I think would see it. And that's because Wes Rydell, who has been one of the greatest customers I've ever had, when I was back at his shop, I saw an old emblem that would have been on one of the cars that was sold at Rydell Chevrolet. Wes Rydell owns Chevrolet stores. And Doug Peterson, who works with Wes, he had one of those emblems on his toolbox. And it just says Rydell Chevrolet. But it's the way they used to be back in the 60s and 70s. They used to drill a couple holes and put a couple screws into the back of the car somewhere to have that, that dealership logo on the car itself. And to me, it's just a thank you to Wes for being such a great customer. But I love the fact that the truck is supposed to look like it could have been built at the factory, and now it has that cool dealership logo on the back tailgate. A lot of times I'll get asked if it's more exciting to design and build a car for myself than it is for a customer. The answer is no, because when I'm building a car for myself, I don't have the budget that my customers have. And, I'm trying to build the coolest car I can for them. But for myself, I'm just trying to get it in and out of the shop because I don't have the money to build the coolest car I possibly can. So the C28 is all about, basically, I wanted it to look like a restored truck, not a highly modified truck. And the great part about that is I was able to do it quickly and affordably for myself. When it came to the Revolver, Richard Wadas, who is famous in the Magnaflow world because he helps everybody. So when he asked me if I would do a drawing of the truck and help him to design the wheels, of course I'm going to say yes, because Magnaflow has been so good to Foose design and overhauling for years and years and years. I wanted to get involved, so I did the drawing. I didn't really do the design work on the truck. Richard told me what he wanted for the truck. I just did the sketch, but I did design the wheels, and I wanted something that would play off of that Revolver design that he had already done himself in the back. But, I just consider that what I did was try to put on paper what Richard himself was visualizing. The last thing I want to say is thank you to Magnaflow for allowing me to park a couple cars in the lobby there. At one point, I believe I had 6 cars in their lobby. They're all at the Speedway Museum in Nebraska right now. I'm hoping to get them back. Eventually, I'd like to get them home. And when I say home, I consider that Magnaflow is part of the family, and they may be on display in their lobby.